This is international medieval combat fighting, the explosive new sport that mixes swords and chainmail with modern martial arts. Intrigued and slightly bewildered, I headed to Backstreet Dojo in Hounslow, home of medieval fight club Knyaz, to find out more about this fascinating pastime.
It's about getting the opposing team onto the ground, either via a throwing technique or a technique that gets them to 3 points of contact. So you start off on your feet and you're trying to get them onto the ground, either putting a knee down, a hand down, or flat out onto the ground. Alternatively, you can push them out and under the lists, or you pain compliance. You hit them hard enough that make them want to go out themselves. So if you can catch them with a hard enough strike, they may decide that was a bit too much for me, I'm putting myself out.
Without the glitz and the glam of the armour, I really began to appreciate the technical nature of the game. This wasn't just about who can hit the hardest, but involved all the skills of how to take an opponent down, as wrestling or judo.
I still don't consider myself as a good fighter, to be honest. So every time I'm able to do, like every time you won, I'm like, did I? We put a lot of time and like effort training and trying to get better. So when you actually manage to do a throw and it's like, okay, all the training I've been putting on, it's like, it's doing like, it's coming to something.
But it isn't just the thrill of throwing someone to the ground in front of jeering spectators that attracts people to this sport, but the ability to combine that with their deep love of history.
Feeling of that you are part of the history. You just want to feel like ancestors when you fight with a sword, when like in the armor, you feel like differently. Maybe some sort of nostalgic feeling that you're like part of the nature or history.
But with the brutal nature of this sport, it'll come as no surprise that it's not without its risks.
The style of the throws a lot of it is movement orientated, and there's lots of falling over. In armour, everything's a bit more stiff and you can't move as smoothly as you normally would, so sometimes your knees do take a bit of injury.
But for these brave knights, nothing will come between them and glory.